Hello. I think we are
Hello, hello.
live. Oh, doesn't want to react. Okay, here we go. Thank you if you're here already. We'll see if I can see
Okay, there. It's actually
any
showing up
comments.
when I refresh.
Eh. Awesome. Sarita, hi.
Hello.
Thank you for being a champ. um, woo! Okay. Thanks for letting us know. Uh,
Okay, awesome.
oh,
Beth.
hi, Beth. Thank you for being here. What time is it for you now? Because we know it's like a weird time. For me, it's pretty early. For Dana, it's pretty late. And I don't
Yeah.
know about you.
Oh,
Um, yeah.
hi, Kat.
So this might. Uh, is that Two Face?
Yes, this is Two Face. She has two
Hello.
faces. Got the line right down her face. The gray and white one is Gambit.
Famous cat. That's so nice. Okay, let's see. Beth says it's 10 p.m. Okay. Is that your
Okay.
normal writing time? Or are you just being a champ? Showing up for us? Right. Oh, I wish I had a kitty too.
It's a trick.
You have another one too, right? You have two cats?
Hmm. Yeah,
What's the other's name?
Gambit.
Gambit? Is that
Hmm.
from. Was that a character or something? It doesn't tell me.
X-Men.
Ah, okay. Okay, I'm not. I'm not super knowledgeable in that realm. Okay.
They're both comic book characters. Hi.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Getting into everything.
But Two Face works on a different level too.
Hmm.
Aw. Thank you, Beth.
That's so sweet.
All right. We'll see if anyone else is going to show up. Um, otherwise, oh, no, let me just see. Um,
Cat.
da-da.
Two Face. Stop it.
All right.
Hi. She won't stop nuzzling everything.
It's kind of cute though.
It would be cute if she didn't knock everything off of my desk constantly.
Yeah. Yes, she does. I don't know. It's
Mhm.
always easier to find other people's pets and like children cute when they're being
Yeah.
annoying.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, seriously. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, there's a good girl.
I'm captivated though.
She's very sweet, but
All
she's
right.
also a terror. Oh, I love you.
What about Gambit? What's Oh my god. Do you guys hear the purr? That
She's
was
loud.
perfect ASMR right now. Love it.
I have never met a cat who purrs so loud. Oh my god. Okay. She's very distracting.
No, that's okay. I do love it when there are cats showing up in other people's videos.
Hmm. Yes, I love to see everyone's pets. Come here. Stop getting into stuff.
Yes, give us the purrs. All right. I don't know. Do we have anything specific we want to chat about,
I don't
or
know. What
should
are you
we jump?
working on tonight? Or today? This morning
No,
is morning
that's
for you.
yes. That is very confusing. Very good question that we should also ask everyone else. True. I completely forgot. Listen, we're all. I think we're all a little bit loopy. I'm not sure.
That's okay.
I'm not sure if I'm going to work all that much today because I do need to rest in between. But
Hmm.
I was thinking, and like I had this realization in my latest video that isn't up yet, um, that I should do a little bit more like writing exercises. And then
Mm.
I watched yesterday, yeah, because I never do them. But I thought that it might be good for my relationship to writing,
Hmm.
to like do it just for the fun and not always towards a project. And
Yeah.
yesterday I watched Sierra's video. I think it was like from 2 days ago about well, it was about a challenge that she's starting in the AuthorTube
Mm.
community, like a story chain, but she also mentioned like a um, and it sounded perfect for me. Like the idea was you write out all the things that interest you, which love, and then you choose. I think you choose a few or something, and you find connections between them and try to make like a story out of them or something.
Mm.
And I love that kind of stuff where you take
That's really
disparate
cool.
things. Yeah. So I might work on something like that. I don't know. What about you?
Well, I am working on a side project, which is like a non-publishable, just for fun thing, like you were talking about. Um,
Oh no.
so, Cat, what are you doing?
I'm really sorry. Just a second, because my alarm is going
Yeah.
up. You might hear the music. I don't know. Sorry, I had like a million alarms setting off this morning.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Um, I'm working on a small side project that is just for fun. Nothing special, nothing
Ooh,
publishable or anything. So,
love it. So we're both kind of going off the path. That's
yeah,
cool.
I should be finishing a book. I have like 2 chapters left, and yet I'm doing this instead.
Maybe that's because, like, maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
That's fine. That's fine. What is the side project about?
It is just it's a spicy project. So,
Ooh, ooh, okay. Nice. Sounds like pure. Cool. What about you guys? You guys watching? What are you going to work on today? My words exactly.
The cat left.
Sarita, which chapter are you on now? Like, I know the last, I think, no, that was last week, I think. Oh. Oh,
That's fun.
that's so cool. Is that something you're going to share, like in the Discord or something? That's awesome.
I love doing mood boards. They're so much fun.
Yes. Are you like a very visual person? Yes. Because I am a very visual person. I love everything. And like I did the my last outlining session was all with images, and that was so much fun. Like I was having a blast. I I was like 4 hours just having a blast.
I
Ooh.
feel like I'm not really a visual person, but I don't know. I'm somewhere in between.
Okay. Medusa. Ooh. That sounds so
Oh, that's
intriguing.
really cool, Beth.
Right?
I love Medusa.
I would I have so many questions. Like which parts are you retelling or reimagining? Yeah. And are you now an expert on like the original, I don't know, is it a myth or a story? I'm not sure.
Myth, I
Yeah.
feel like. It's probably in multiple stories. Ah, 4 books.
Nice. So are there more mythical creatures or figures, I guess? Like featuring in the other books? Or is it a very slow burn? That's good. Yeah. You kind of have to do that, right?
Hmm.
I mean, you kind of do retellings too, right? Or reimaginings? Or like you
Yeah,
had this video with your projects. How does that work?
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I have read like so many books about like analyzing Red Riding Hood that it's just like it becomes ingrained because you've read so much about it and researched
Hmm.
so much about it. I don't know, you really have to like bury yourself in deep.
Wow. Okay, that sounds very work intensive, but also kind of fun to like get to really dig deep into something. I love that.
Hmm. I love the research side of things. Um, it's almost more fun than actually writing. I don't know. Um, I'm just a giant nerd.
That's so cool. Yeah.
You know, I always felt like Medusa's ending was the
Um,
satisfying too.
So that's always the best, right? The best point to start with something that kind of, I mean, it's, I hear what fanfic is about too, you know? You take something that's
Yeah.
not quite what you would want
Hmm.
and you just kind of make it better,
If it were fully satisfying, there wouldn't be any need to write a continuation or retelling of it.
right? If it's the perfect story already. Yeah.
Hmm. I have a lot of retellings that are like works in progress. Most of them are like dark fantasy, psychological horror kind of thing. I have also written a YA Cinderella retelling, but it's very light on the Cinderella aspect. So like, I don't know. I'm also moving away from doing anything YA, so I don't really talk about that one a whole lot.
Mm.
That's interesting.
Mm.
I love redeemed villains
Oh,
and like analyzing what
yes.
a monster is, like what it means to be a monster. That's so much fun. Oh,
Yeah.
she came back.
Hi. That's another. Two Face is a villain too, no? Like the character?
Yes, also this cat. Both of them villains.
Love it. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool to hear other people's projects
Yes,
and gush about them. Love it. All right.
inappropriate.
I Please censor yourself. um, okay. I feel like we might be ready
Yeah,
for a sprint. Yeah? Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right. I set up the 25-minute sprint as always, and we'll see you after that.
Sounds great.
And I have to actually start it. Here we go.
Good night, Beth.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you for being here.
That made me jump.
Yeah. And the same thing. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Sorry, sorry. Okay, sorry. That was me. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. No, I had this. If you heard that. Actually, let's switch over to the next one.
Mm.
Did you hear that, or was it just in my? Was probably just on my
Mm.
desktop, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Okay. I
I mean,
wrote
if it's
400.
secret, you don't have to tell us. Ooh.
That's true.
Yes. That's awesome. How about you, Sarita? I don't know. I mean, you weren't writing, right? Or whatever you did, how did it go?
Right.
I I did this exercise and was
How'd it
at
go?
first, yeah, it was challenging at first because I was like, okay, things that interest me. I don't really even know where to start or like what to think of. And
Hmm.
it was like a mix of mundane things like, I don't know, I said fruit or camping or something, and then like things that kind of are like had been on my mind.
Hmm.
Um, like, I don't know, mending relationships or something that's more difficult. And it took me, I did that about like 13 minutes. I probably could have gone longer, but I wanted to stop. And I ended up with like 50 items, and tried to put them up in like a table with 4 quadrants so I can kind of see them all at once. And then it was also kind of challenging, okay, but which ones? And I didn't want to go too dark or too too personal immediately.
Hmm.
And but like now I feel like I have an idea. There's still details I have to figure out. Um, for like short stories, I think first horror and like a sort of ritual.
Hmm.
Um, but I think I made it more fantasy because I think that's where I feel more. But it was interesting. Like I said, I don't usually do experiments or no, what's the word? Exercises.
Hmm.
um,
I mean, it's kind
yeah,
of
but
an
it was
experience.
good.
That sounds really fun. Yeah, I
Yeah.
still need to watch that video. Mm.
Yeah. Oh no. The list of vibes. Oh.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Oh.
Like
What
tropes
do you have so
or
far?
yeah.
I think kind of how in the Discord they often have like yeah, I feel like it's a mix maybe of tropes and vibes. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. But that is so difficult to like find a way to describe your own project, right?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
find that very difficult.
I
Maybe
am
that's the
very
reason why
bad
we
at
like
it.
mood boards, because it's kind of a shortcut.
Mhm.
Yeah, right, right, right. I don't know, maybe just make a big list of everything and then choose a few that, or like kick out the ones, or ask for something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult.
Yeah,
At
that's
least it's
really
not a
hard.
blurb. I feel.
Ugh. Blurbs are not
uh,
fun.
yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. You can tell us what you have so far and we can help workshop
Yeah, that would be fun.
in the meantime. Yeah. Blurbs are so difficult. I tried once to like um, figure one out because um, Cody, the writer, was like, it was a kind of,
Oh, he
like it
did a
was a
theme
video for
workshop
him
and
that he
stuff.
was planning.
Mhm.
You did that too?
I remember
I
him
didn't hear
doing
it.
that. I didn't sign up
Yeah.
for it or anything.
Right, 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 right. Like I tried that in with like no time. It was my first time ever trying to write a blurb. And I'm not sure about it, but I feel like it was a good thing to challenge myself. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I mean, better to try it before you're ready for it than not try it and then you need to have it and it's bad because you haven't spent enough time on it. I know a lot of people like work on their
Right.
blurbs as they write their books, so it progresses as the book progresses, and then they have the whole time they're writing it to like hone it and make it better. That sounds like a smart idea to
Hmm.
do that I should maybe
I didn't know
implement in
that.
the future. Yeah,
Yeah, it's very smart. Like just incrementally switch some things around, or yeah.
yeah,
I should do that too. I've completely forgotten what I even wrote in that blurb, but maybe I should put it somewhere where I periodically like look at it.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's all make a pact. We will work on our blurbs
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need
in some
to.
way.
Once I finish this draft of the book I'm working on, I need to work on that. The book is going to change so much with edits, but
Mm.
I need to be working on the blurb now instead of putting it off.
Yeah. Sorry. I feel like the internet connection is weird still. Um, but you're like working on a book, a later book in a series, right?
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
already
it's the last one in like
have
4
the
book
earlier books
series.
out.
Mhm. Yeah, they're back there.
Nice. So you have done the blurbs and everything already, right?
Yeah, they're not very good, but I've done them.
Yeah, that's good. Right. So Rita asks, wait, hello.
Um,
Don't pull it up.
ah, um, do you mean like how to find editors? or like how do you like editing?
I feel like my internet is.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Hmm. How I like revise and edit my books is very much I am an underwriter, so my first draft is very okay. I mean, editing is actually my favorite part. I actually do freelance editing. I have my own editing business. Um, so I think revising, like doing line edits, is my favorite part. Um, but yeah, I'm an underwriter, so then my next draft is like me fleshing out all of the aspects of it, and then I go back in and cut things out. It is a annoyingly long process, but I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I like editing. It's better than writing. And I know I am among few people to think that. Most writers don't think that. Oh, you came back again. Yes, it's really fun. I think a lot of people are intimidated by it, but then when they start actually doing it, it is less scary. But like, okay. I print my book out into one of these things and do a bunch of edits on the text. And I don't know, I find that a lot easier to like switch where how you're editing, the way you're looking at it. I don't know. But this is the draft of the book from like it got 3/4 of the way finished, and now I am in the process of like fixing it because I had to change a whole bunch after taking a like 6 year break in between. So there aren't a lot of edits. That was mostly for me to be able to read it. And then after I finish this draft, I'll print it out and it will be completely eviscerated. Everything okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you were the one with tech internet issues, but
I mean, maybe we both were.
I had issues too, and I don't know. No, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And
Oh
now I
man,
missed the whole conversation.
that's okay. Just talking about editing and my very messy process.
Okay, well, there's still the replay I can later. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Um, how do you feel about another sprint?
um, that sounds good to me. Like, I think I might be able to finish this short thing in another sprint.
Okay, I'm not sure what the sentence was, but I think
Oh
you just
no.
said yes. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
The internet really is annoying. Okay. Okay. Da-da-da. Let me just pull it up. Okay. And please do it. Do I want you to
Yeah.
do?
If you need to sleep
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me
yeah.
to do it.
Shh. Your thing is going wrong. Oh, help. Okay.
Okay.
Here we
See you in a little
go.
bit.
All right. Did it scare you again?
Yep, I knew it was coming, but I still jumped.
I thought I might um like get you a heads up, but I don't know if you would have seen. Were you
Like
like
I've
in the
kept an
zone?
eye on it, but sometimes knowing
Yeah.
that it's coming makes it startle
No,
you
that's true.
more. I don't
Yes.
know.
That's the whole premise of horror movies, I feel like.
Yeah,
You
it
know it's
really is.
there.
You know something scary is going to happen, and it puts you on edge.
Yes. All right. How did it go?
I think I just about finished this. Um,
Whoa.
I wrote 555 words, which is hilarious.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
So how big is it in total?
um,
The whole thing?
about like 8,000 words.
Ooh, wow. Yeah. I don't know. What is that? Is that a short story or
Yeah.
yeah? Okay. I feel like I don't know. Novella is that
I
more like 20,000 or something?
Yeah, I feel like novella is generally like the lower end is around 20,000. Some people might even say like as low as 15,000, but that feels a little too low to me.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like 40 to 50,000 gets to the point where it's novel length. But there's there's no set guideline, so it's just like what does it feel like?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, weird. Cool. I was I was brainstorming still with this little well, it might also be a short story. I don't think I've maybe I have written a short story before, but I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I definitely think that it's not my forte, but yeah. I don't know. There's still a few like plot holes.
Mhm.
Um like for instance, a character is like kind of hiding from something that's lurking in the lake, but
Ooh.
also she's camping by that lake. So why would you do that? That kind of stuff. I
Mhm.
don't really know why. And I have the idea of a monster, but it's very, very vague. And I, I don't know. It's weird because like the rest of the story is more contemporary, and the monster is a fantasy. And I would have thought I would be more comfortable with a fantasy element, but it's kind of evading me. I
Hmm.
don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. I like that kind of horror
Yeah.
monster in the deep.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just because I was thinking of like things that interest me, and it's not necessarily that it interests me, but I, well, I love everything to do with water. That is like
Hmm,
I don't know why. I've always kind of wanted to be a mermaid when I was little and just like
that's
play in
adorable.
the water. But at the same time, I've always had this fear, like when I'm in the lake or something, that
Mm,
something's like in the deep, even as an adult.
yeah,
Um, yeah.
I
Uh,
am a very poor swimmer,
mm,
and so I don't do well in water. If my feet don't touch the bottom, then I literally have a panic attack. I have
yeah.
had a panic attack
Oh no, in the
because of
water.
something like that. So, yeah, no, that stuff is scary.
Yeah.
A few years ago, we went on a like cruise with my in-laws, and my husband really, really wanted to go like snorkeling.
Uh
And
huh.
we thought,
Oh
oh,
no.
it's not a big deal. You're wearing a life vest. You're staying at surface level, and it's like, no, I could not stay afloat because I had a panic attack the second I was in
Oh,
the water.
oh
So
shit. No.
I stayed on the boat.
Yeah. I bet. Oh no. Yeah,
He
that
felt
sounds
really bad.
so scary. You kind of also don't want to be out of control of your own body when you're in the water,
Hmm.
right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but no,
Yeah.
I love those kind of stories. That sounds really cool. I'm excited to hear more as you develop it.
We'll see. I might, I don't know. Maybe I will work on it for a while,
Hmm.
or maybe I will like dip my toes every now and again. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I might challenge myself to share it in some capacity. But also, I don't want to make promises because I do not know how
Yeah.
well it's
No.
going to go. Yeah. All right. If anyone is still here and you want to let us know how it went for you, if you were also sprinting or if you were doing house chores, those can be
Right.
challenging too.
Ugh. Yeah. For sure.
That was heartfelt, I feel like.
I am probably autistic, and like the struggle of the constant upkeep with household chores, having to do laundry, like it's not something that I can just complete and it's over. It's something you have to do
Yes.
again and again and again
Yes.
forever. Literally the rest of your life you are doing laundry.
Yes. I have had those thoughts too.
It it is overwhelming, and it's like it's literally a load of laundry or you need to do the dishes. Like it is so like physically minimal. It does not require that much effort, but it is like the weight of it hanging over you
Mm.
because it never goes away is just awful.
Yeah. No, that makes perfect sense. I kind of I like things that are like multiple steps, but also like the laundry. I mean, I don't know. We don't have a dryer or something, so
Mm,
it's like you have to wash it and then you have to wait for the thing to be done and then you have to hang it and then it dries and at some point you also have to remember to
put it
bring it
away.
back in and fold it and everything.
Hmm.
So that's kind of difficult. But like feeling it like this existential thing,
Yeah,
that does sound overwhelming.
I'm very bad at like household chores because
Mm.
of this. It's just like and like visual clutter is very stressful to me.
Yes.
It causes brain clutter. So then like if my desk is messy, how am I supposed to be able to write? Because I can't focus. There's too much going on.
Mm. Okay. I mean, my desk is always cluttered. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah,
I always have so many papers everywhere.
better. I, I just cleaned it like a week ago and it's already a mess again.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've learned to ignore it, which is also
Mhm.
the point of all the clutter because it's basically all note papers. It's trying to remind me of something. So it's
Right.
kind of you want to notice, but also you do not want to notice.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I mean, most of the stuff is like, "Oh, I need to put that bottle in the recycling. I need to put that in the recycling. Why does all of this stuff I need to do need to go in the recycling?" Because I don't have recycling bins in here. That's the problem. So if I forget
Yeah,
to take it out of the room, then it just
right.
clogs everything up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I get new things and they're just sitting here. I don't know where to put them.
That's yeah. That's one of the things that I like. I'm ADHD, and I've when
Mm,
I went through the phase of like trying to learn everything that I could, both about how an ADHD brain works, how mind works, and like all the strategies. Like I I absorbed all of the things. I made a list. I love making lists. I made a list of
you're so good.
all the strategies. And one of the things was definitely like, you need to have a place where the thing lives.
Or
Otherwise, it
it,
doesn't work.
yes, like
Yeah.
that is like neurodivergent or not, that is probably the best like organization tip
Yeah.
that you could possibly find. But so many of the issues that I have, it's because I don't have a place for this thing.
Yeah.
So much, especially paperwork.
Yeah. 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 But also, then you need to put in some brain work to figure out where the heck the thing should live.
And
Yeah.
that is overwhelming.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, neurodivergent brains are very annoying.
Yeah. Or the world is annoying. I don't know.
I
I
mean, it's
often
both.
choose to think
It's
it
both.
this way. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. I feel like I could either do a really quick one or I would have to like stop soon. I don't know how you feel.
We could do a quick one. I This
Yeah.
just feels like I'd like to go through and do a little bit of edits. Like I know I wrote some really crappy words in this, and a little bit of tweaking now would be okay.
Okay, nice. Shall we say, I don't know. What is short for you? 10, 15?
So 10 or 15, both of those
Yeah.
are good.
Okay. Hope you
Whichever
guys,
works better for you.
yeah. Um, I'll say 10. Okay.
Okay.
Just have to, um, can I, wait. Um, I have to set it up and I'm not sure how to do it. Um, hmm, or maybe we just do a pretend that a break is a sprint because I don't know.
That
All
works.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. That was kind of intense. How did it go?
Um, I went through and did some edits, fixed some typos, and changed a little bit of wording, so it went well.
Good. Good, good, good. How much work do you think this story still needs?
I definitely still need to revise the beginning of this scene and like add in some stuff. But for the most part, it's done.
Great. Do you do that often, like short story kind of stuff?
Um, Off and on. It's like I want to do it more often because like most of the time when I'm doing short stuff like this, it is like projects that are just for me because
Mm-hmm.
I like doing stuff that I'm not doing to sell.
Mm.
But I also do really want to like focus on writing short stories that I can send to lit magazines and stuff like that.
Mm.
So like I write plenty of short stories. I want to write more because I want to change the type that I'm writing.
Oh, okay. Like, where are you now and where would you like to go?
Um Mostly I want to be working on like horror short stories, like
Hmm.
folk horror and like gothic horror kind of stuff. Um,
Hmm.
and these things that I write sometimes are just like they're just for me. They're just fun and not serious in any way. I like keeping that separate.
Mm. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. I feel like you know a lot about the horror genre, so if I really go there, maybe I can like ask you for
I
some
would
tips or
love
something.
to talk to you about horror stuff.
Ooh, awesome. Because I wouldn't even know what folk horror is.
I
Well,
mean,
how it differs.
do you know The Lottery by Shirley Jackson?
I've
Um,
heard of it. It's
she
like
is a
stoning or
pretty
something.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
she's a pretty prominent um, American horror author, and a lot of what she does is folk horror. The Lottery is at least in that range. It doesn't necessarily fit the genre perfectly.
Is it um like how a local community can go wrong? Is that what folk horror is about?
Um, it's um, it's more about like the folklore aspect of it. Like the reason the stoning happens in the lottery is because the person who gets stoned, like they do a harvest. Um,
Mhm.
what's the word I'm looking for? Sacrifice to the
Yeah.
gods. So
Oh, okay.
like that's the part that's folk horror.
Okay, got it. Oh yeah, oh that's
So,
spooky.
and it is also like folk horror tends to focus on like rural areas, and it is
Mhm.
like very small town,
Mm.
nothing, no big cities or anything like that around.
Yeah. That's that does sound scary. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
yeah. I want to do a lot of horror that's set where I live in the Ozarks because it's just
Uh-huh.
like really eerie woods and caves, and it lends
Yeah.
itself pretty well to like gothic style. Um, I don't know. Is I want that's what I want to be writing right now, but I have to finish this series first.
Right.
Uh, I
Okay.
also have too many projects I want to write. So,
That's tough. Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw that you went like to a workshop or something
Yeah.
around Ozark Gothic, something like that, right?
Hmm. Yeah, that was really cool.
That is also so specific.
Yeah.
That's really cool, yeah. Yeah. It's not going perfectly over here. Well.
How close are you to a hospital or something?
Have you heard it
That
before?
happened a lot.
Yeah? Um, I think there's, yeah, it's actually not that far. No. It's
Okay.
like down the street and then down there, and there is something, yeah.
I mean, there's a hospital not even 5 minutes from where I live. It's
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a very
Okay.
normal thing to
Do you
hear
even hear
that.
that though in the basement?
Um, Not really.
Okay. That's
No,
nice.
I just hear
Yeah.
people walking around upstairs if they're there.
Right. You
And
can make
not
something out of that
normal.
horror sense too, right?
That is so true.
Stealth.
Yes, like creepy old houses, the creaking and the pipes. Yeah,
Mm, no.
I could even like my basement floods when it rains a lot, which is awesome.
Oh
Not
no.
this area. This is like the safest area.
Yeah.
There are cracks in
Oh
other
no.
sections, and it's just like ah, monster seeping in through the cracks in the wall. That sounds fun. I should write that.
Yeah. Or like mold growing and like I
Hmm.
don't know, infecting your cats or something. Oh, sorry,
Oh
that
my
is
gosh,
really dark. And I mean, I didn't mean
that's
that.
really fun. Amazingly,
Just
we
like
have
because
not
mold
had any mold
often.
issues.
Oh, that's good. Okay. No, I just said it because mold often like creates monsters in stories. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean you're right. That's yes.
Mm.
I
But
like
it's good that you're not having mold. That really
yeah.
sucks.
the- Yeah, it has been like raining so much. It's finally slowed down the past couple days, but for a week there, it was just raining every single day, and it's like, okay, fans going and like using our shop vac to vacuum up water, and it's just it's so annoying. But I also know like as far as leaks in the basement, we don't get like standing water. We just
Mm,
get like this patch is like it's wet here. There's maybe a small puddle at most.
mm, mm.
And so many other people, especially in this area, get a lot worse. So I can't complain too
Mm.
much, but I
Okay.
can complain.
Yeah, sure, 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 sure. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're actually alone now,
Yeah, probably.
which is also fine. We're having a chat. That's
But
nice.
it makes this a little easier.
Right? And it doesn't make it too bad that things go wrong because not too many people even see it, so that's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you think you'll do it again?
Yeah,
Streaming?
definitely. Um, Maybe try at a different time of day. Like this was definitely nice as a first
An
live stream.
intro? Hmm.
Yeah. But it would be fun to have some more interaction. It's just like late for
Yeah.
what here will be a work day tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
So like
Yeah. Right, right, right.
for most people, I don't know people's schedules, but 9 to 5
Yeah.
is the stereotypical work day. So
Yeah. I thought that mornings would be best for me. For one, I didn't consider that I would get a little bit anxious that I might sleep in or something.
mm,
But also, I found last time, which was it wasn't my preferred time as I had said it in that post before.
right.
But I actually liked it as a time.
Hmm.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And it seemed to fit other people too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely do something around that time as long as the kids are in school. Like
Right.
that is the thing because if they're not in school, it's constant and
Mm.
like I don't want to like have their faces or voices on my channel or anything. So it's more like I worry about them interrupting even though
Yeah,
we told them no. Um, but
makes sense.
yeah, so like as long as school is in session or they are not at the house, then that time of day works really well for me.
Mm. Okay. Well, I'm having to take like a little break, which really sucks because I just started with
Right?
live streams, and I
Mhm.
also wanted to set them up because I often the streams that other people do are not at the time that fits me. It's like in the middle of the day when I would eat lunch, or in the middle of the night when I'm asleep.
Mhm. They're
So
usually at dinner time for me, which is nighttime for you. And it's like
right,
I'm cooking food and like feeding children and like I can be on a stream and like chill with people, but I
yeah,
can't even be writing, let alone
yeah,
posting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But when I'm better again, when I'm more like up for more live streams, we should definitely set something up.
Yes, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Um, I think we can stop here. Oh,
Mhm.
we've done a solid 2 hours. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
definitely
don't
not
really
fun.
notice the time flying. Sorry?
Yeah, it goes by pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Especially the chat. You don't even notice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. To anyone who's here or who knows, for
Rewatching.
some reason is rewatching the last minutes of the stream for some reason, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, this was so much
um,
fun. Thank you.
yes. Okay. And like we'll see each other in the chats, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Have a
cool.
good day.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Wait, I have to end the stream first. Sorry.